Very good morning, dear students. I welcome all of you to the today's session. And this session, we are going to continue the discussion of arithmetic mean for the group data. Already in the previous session, we have started discussion of arithmetic mean for the ungrouped data, individual series data. But in this session, we are going to discussing arithmetic mean for the grouped data. Calculation of arithmetic AM is nothing but arithmetic mean for grouped data. We already know that the grouped data we are classified into two: discrete series and continuous series. Now we are going to see how to calculate arithmetic mean for discrete series data. We all know that in a discrete series we will be having two columns. One is observation and another one is frequencies. For example, X means observations. Observations is 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And frequency means it's nothing but how many times the observations are going. Frequencies means how many times the observations are going to appear in the data. That is nothing but frequency. Frequency means the how many times or the number of times the observation is going to be appeared. Example 40. Okay, the marks 40 scored by 3 students. Marks 50 scored by 70 students. 60 scored by 24 students. 70 marks is scored by 16 students. Next 80 marks is scored by 8 students. 90 marks was scored by 2 students. Likewise, how many times the observation is appeared will be shown in the frequency. Now you got it right. Observation column we will be mentioned with the X. Frequency column we will be mentioned with the F. Likewise, if the data is in this form, this can be called as discrete series. And when the data is in discrete form, how to calculate arithmetic mean, that we are going to discuss. Now, when the data is in discrete series, what we will do? We will multiply the frequencies with the observation. What we will do? The frequency against each class, what we have, that frequency against each class will be multiplied by the observations. Will be multiplied by the observations. It means we will do frequency into observation. Frequency into observations. Got it? Then by adding the frequency into observation, we will get sigma fx. Okay? Then the formula, when the data is in discrete series, say we have three types or three methods to calculate arithmetic mean. In that direct method. In that direct method means we have a formula x bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. Here sigma fx means sum of frequency into x. Sum of frequency into x is nothing but sigma fx, and sigma f means sum of all the frequencies. Sum of all the frequencies is nothing but sigma f. Sum of frequencies into x is nothing but sigma fx. This is one simple formula to calculate arithmetic mean for the discrete series data under direct method. Now, for this formula, we need to find out sigma fx. Fx means sigma f is nothing but sum of all the frequencies is nothing but sigma f. 3 plus 17, 17 plus 24 plus 16 plus 8 plus 2, we will get 70, right? Just add by using the calculator or by your own, we will get 70. This is what sigma f. Sigma f, I am going to repeat once again. Sum of all the frequencies are nothing but sigma f. By adding all the frequencies, we will get sigma f. Now, by multiplying this value of frequencies against observations, we will get f into x. We will get f into x. By multiplying the value of frequencies with the observations, we will get f into x. Now, come to the next one. 40 into 3. How much? 40 into 3. 120. Yes, this is what x. Observations are nothing but x. Frequencies are nothing but f. F into x means 3 into 40. 3 into 40, 120. Next, 17 into 50. We will get 17 into 50. We will get 850. 850. Next, 24 into 60. You have a calculator, just use now. 24 into 60, we will be having 1440. Next, 16 into 70, we will be get 1220. Next, 8 into 80 is 640 and 2 into 90 we will get 180. By adding all this, we get sum of frequency into observation. Sum of frequencies into observation. Observation is nothing but x. Now, just use the calculator and add all these values. We will get 4350 equals to 4350. This is what sigma fx. Got it right? Now, I will write here under direct method. The formula is x bar is equal to sigma fx by sigma f. Now we have got it. Sigma fx. Sigma fx is 4350. In place of sigma fx, write down 4350 and sigma f. Sum of all the frequencies is 70. Write down under sigma f 70. Now 4350 divided by 70. If you do, you will get 62.14 the answer. Yes, right? We got 62.14 answer. This is how to calculate arithmetic mean under direct method for discrete series data. Now, we'll move to the next one more method to calculate arithmetic mean, that is assume mean method. Next method is assume mean method. We all know that we use assume mean method for the simplification of the calculations. Whatever the calculations we have here, this is little bit vast numbers. It means that we have more numbers, right? To simplify these calculations, we use assume mean method. Under the assume mean method, the formula for the discrete series is x bar is equal to a. X bar is equal to a plus sigma fd. In individual series, we will get only sigma d, right? But here we have one more column, f. That's why we are going to add f for the in between sigma d. We will add f. Here also see In place of sigma x, we are going to add in f. Likewise, f will be going to add in the discrete series. Sigma f be divided by sigma f. In place of sigma f, we can use small n also to indicate the sum of frequency. But instead of that, we can also write sigma f. Here a means assuming. Write down a means assuming. And assuming here we will take by the observation. Now we will be having confusion in your mind. I think how to, from which column we should take the assuming. Here assume means we will always take from the observation only. Assume means we will be take from the observations. It means x column only. And here sigma f into d means sum of frequencies into deviations. Frequencies into deviation. Here sigma f into d. F into d means frequencies multiplied by the deviations. Sum of frequencies multiplied by the deviations. And as usual, sigma f means sum of the frequencies. Now, to apply to this formula, we need to find out the deviations first. And after that, the deviations values we should be multiplied from the frequency. First, we should find out the deviations by taking the assuming, and that deviation values we should be multiplied by the f. Then we will get sigma f into d. First, we should find out d and then f into d. Then by adding all f into d values, we will get sigma fd. Got it now? Now we will go to find out deviations. What is the formula to find out the deviations? X minus a. A means assuming. Before going to find the arithmetic mean, we should assume any one value from the observation as a mean. That's we will call as a assuming. Here, I already told you one logic how to take assuming. Any central values we will take as a assuming. Here, 60 and 70 is having a central value. Now we will take the 60 as a assuming. 60 as a assuming. X means we all know that observations. A means assuming. X minus a, if we find out, that is nothing but deviations. Now, for 60, x is 40 minus a is 60. 40 minus 60, we will get minus 20. You know, right, this type of calculation. Now directly I will put the answer here. 40 minus 60 minus 20, 15 minus 60 minus 10, 60 minus 60, 0, and 70 minus 60 plus 10, 80 minus 60 plus 20, 90 minus 60, we will get plus 30. Got it? Now, if you want, you can add it. This is what we, by adding d values, we get sigma d. But we don't need now the sigma d. Now we want, after finding the deviations, what we should do? We have one more column, that is with frequencies. Now, whatever deviation values we have, this deviations values we should be multiplied by, with the frequencies. Got it? Now, what we need to find out? F into D. F into D. If you want, you can write down the clear F into D. FD is nothing but F into D only. If you want clarity, you can write down F into D. Now D is this column, F is this frequency column. 3 into minus 20, how much we will get? Minus 60. Minus 20 into 3, minus 60. 70 into 10. 17 into minus 10, minus 170. 24 into 0. In Any value if we multiply by the divided by the 0, we will get 0 only, right? Then 16 into 10, 160. 8 into 20, how much? Same we will get 160. And 2 into 30 is 60. These are plus values. Here plus we have. If we are not mentioned anything, means that is nothing but plus only. Now by adding these all f into d values, we will get sigma f d, right? Now come to this minus 60 and minus 70, we will get minus 230, right? And 160, 160, 320, 320 plus 60, 380, right? Plus 380 minus 220, how much we will get? We will get plus 150, right? 150 will be the answer. Got it now? Sigma FD is 150. Now we'll apply to the formula. Come here. How much the A? Assuming we have taken as a 60, right? Now you write down. Assuming is 60 sigma F into D. By multiplying the frequencies into deviation, how much we got? Plus 150, right? 150 sigma F, already we know that sigma F is nothing but 70. Sigma F is nothing but 70. X bar is equal to 60 plus 150 divided by 70, you will do. Okay, use the calculator, we will get 2.14. Then 60 plus 2.14, we will get 62.14. The same answer we will obtain even in the assuming method. Okay, next we have one more method, that is nothing but step deviation method. This is assuming, direct method, assuming method, and next one step deviation method. Under the step deviation method, we have the formula, that is x bar is equal to A plus sigma F d dot. D dot, we already know that. D dot means when we divide the deviations value by the common factor, that is nothing but d dot or d dash. Here again what we will do in the step deviation method, we will be going to sum the frequencies multiplied by the d dot. Frequencies multiplied by the d dot divided by sigma F into C. C means we already know that common factor. A means assuming, sigma FD dot means sum of frequencies multiplied by the D dot, and here sigma F means total number of frequencies or sum of all the frequencies. Here C means nothing but common factor. Write down clearly one by one. C means common factor, A means assuming, sigma FD means sum of frequencies divided by multiplied by the D dot values. Sigma F means sum of all the frequencies. Now, to apply this formula, first what we should do, we should find out D dot. Then the D dot or D dash values, again we need to multiply it by the frequencies. Now, we will move to find out the D dot. Sigma F is equal to 150. Now, we will find out the D dot. We know that D dot formula is D by C, right? What is the formula to find out the D dot? D by C. D means already we know that deviations. C means common factor. In a deviation values, which which is the common factor that we should select, and by that common factor we should be divide by all the deviations by the common factor. Common factor will be appear in the all deviation values. Now I will be going to take the common factor as a 10. Except 0, 10 is appeared in all the values of the d, right? Then take a common factor as a 10. Here common factor how much we have taken? 10. The deviation values we have. Now this deviation values we are going to divided by the common factor. D is minus 20. Common factor is 10. Minus 20 by 10 is minus 2. 20 divided by 10 how much? Minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10? Minus 1. 0 divided by 10? 0. 10 divided by 10? 1. 20 divided by 10? 2. 30 divided by 10? 3. Got it now? Your C means common factor. D means deviations. Once again I will tell how we got this minus 2. D is minus 20. C is 10. Minus 20 by 10, how much we got? Minus 2. Again, here we have deviation value is equals to minus 10. Then C is 10. Minus 10 divided by 10, 1. Right? Likewise, we got the D dot values. Now, whatever the D dot values we have, now the D dot values we should multiply with the frequencies. Why we go to use step deviation means further the simplification of the calculations. Got it? Now we go to find out the frequencies into D dash. Frequencies into D dash. D dash is minus 2. Frequency is 3. Minus 2 into 3, minus 6. Minus 1 into 17, minus 17. 0 into 24. 0 into 24, 0 only. 16 into 1, 16. 8 into 2, 16, right? Then 2 into 3, how much? 6. Now, by adding this f into d dash values, we will get sigma f d dot. Now, hand it. Minus 6 minus 17 will become minus 23. 16, 16, 6. Minus 38. Minus 38 minus 23, we will get plus 15. Got it now? We have find it f into d dash. By finding b dash and this b dash values we have multiplied with f plus 38, we will get plus 15. And how we got this? By multiplying b dash values with frequencies. Multiplying frequencies with b dash value, we will get all this sigma f d dash. Now we will apply to the formula. From here, A is how much? 60 plus sigma f d dash. See now, A is 60. We already find it in assuming. We have taken 60 as a assuming. By this only we have find it. D means sum of, observations into assuming. Already we have know that. That's why we take 60 as a assuming. Now sigma f d dash. Already we know that f d dash is 15. And sigma f is 70. Sigma f is 70. And into C. Into C, we already know that C is nothing but common factor. And how we are going to select the common factor? Which is the minimum value in the deviation? That minimum value will be taken as a common factor except the 0. Or which value is appeared in all the values of a deviations, all the values of a deviation that will be taken as a common factor. Now in this case we have taken common factor as a 10. 10 is appeared in all the deviation values. Now write down 10 in place of C. Now go for the simplification of this formula. X bar is equal to 60 plus 15 divided by 7. We will get 0.214 into 10. Yes? Use the calculator and multiply 15 divided by 70. We will get 0.214. Now come for the further simplification of the formula. 60 plus 0.214 into 10. We will get 2.14, right? Then X bar is equal to 62.14. This is how. See, we obtained the same answer from all three methods, but the steps are going to be a little bit different. This is direct method, and further to simplify this, we have assuming method. Again, to simplify the assuming method, we have a step deviation. Okay, once again I will repeat. Okay, we will be having two columns. One is observation and another one is frequency. Frequency means how many times the observation is going to be appeared in the data. It means here 3 means 40 is appeared 3 times in the data. 50 is appeared 17 times in the data. 60 is appeared 24 times in the data. This is how the frequencies is going to be obtained. Now, what we will do in the direct method, we will going to be multiply these observations with the frequencies. Then we will get frequency into observation. By adding all this, sum of x, sigma x we will get, and we will apply it to the formula, that is sigma f by sigma f. Got it? Likewise, then deviation we will obtain by taking a assume mean. Assume mean we will take by the observation column only. In the x series only we will take assume mean, and by this assume mean we will obtain the d, and multiplying this d values or deviation values with the f, we will get f into d. By adding this sigma fd we will get, and d dash is nothing but dividing the all deviation values by the common factor is, we will get d dash. Formula is d by c. It means deviation divided by common factor. Common factor we have taken as a 10, and we got it d dash. And again this d dash values we are going to be multiplied with f. It means frequencies. Then by adding all this f into d dash, we will get sigma f d dash. This we have applied in the step deviation. Yeah, I hope all of you understood this problem. It means how to calculate arithmetic mean for the discrete series. Then I'll give one more problem in this class and try to solve it by your own. And if you can't, I will solve in the next session. Okay? Please, all of you, just try to make a notes while observing the video. Take down one more example question. Already we have discussed one example question. Right now the example question 2. Write down the question. Calculate mean. They will ask arithmetic mean or directly calculate mean. Likewise they will ask mean or arithmetic mean will be the same. Calculate the mean form. Form is agricultural things. Calculate the mean form size of cultivating households. Cultivating households in a village for the following data. For the following data. Take down the data now. Form size. For this you just give x. Next one, number of cultivating households. For this you can give f. $64, $63, $62, $61, $60, $59, and under this F, 8, 18, 12, 9, 7, 6. This is what the problem or the data for the question, and you try to solve in your home at home. And tomorrow session I am going to solve this problem in the next session itself. Yeah, maybe the assuming method and step deviation method both will be same in this particular data. Okay, how we will come to know by after solving this particular problem. And thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next session.